Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link.
Good morning! Boy, that ended abruptly, didn't it? That was weird. So weird. Good morning! I was clearing my throat at the same time. Good morning. It's Monday, January 12th. It is very chilly here. It is very chilly. Very chilly. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Do you care? We got a few things to talk about. And I just got startled because I was pulling stuff up to talk to you guys about, like preparing. Sorry, I had a little breakfast thing here. And I was pulling things up to talk to you guys, you know, make sure it was all ready to go. And I got to show you this. Like this just happened. I just noticed it. I don't know when this happened. And I don't know, honestly, how I feel about it, I guess. But do you see this? I'm guessing this is the official account for Starfleet Academy. Follows me? For reals? I mean, am I getting anything out of this relationship here? Okay. I'll follow him back. See if I get something. Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I had a wonderful weekend. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. I guess they did miss my funeral, Loki. I had a wonderful weekend. I had a very, very productive weekend, despite not getting everything done that I wanted to. But I did get some things done. If you are a member of the Patreon, you'll be able to see the comic book stuff. The comic book stuff that I actually got done. So, yeah. Yeah. I got a lot done. There's this one thing I did. I actually worked on the newspaper for the little town my people live in. That took me 2 hours. Okay? I'm not ashamed to admit. I think it might have actually taken me longer. Lord. We got a few things to talk about today. Our main topic, of course, is the unofficial rumor that's being still spread around the internet as official announcement that Sebastian Stan has been cast as Harvey Dent. We still have heard nada from Matt Reeves, Mattson Tomlin, anyone who actually works on the film. It's just Hollywood Reporter, and Hollywood Reporter citing itself, and the article simply says he's in talks. He's in talks. So I want to talk about that. And then we got a couple of other things, a couple of other headlines that I want to dive into. But of course, I'm going to remind you to support your indie creators out there. The best way, I think, to do it is by supporting this indie creator. This one right here over at patreon.com/comics. And I am writing my own comic book. It has overtaken almost every aspect of my life. It's so much, yes. But I love it. I love it. And I am still full steam ahead on the channel. The channel is top priority, I promise you. I am researching and working on Lobo. My book is right here. It's under some stuff, which sucks because I just cleaned and organized all of this, and then I feel like my not quite husband was just helping himself. You know, family gets in your space, makes a mess. But I am working on Lobo still. Anyway, if you like vampires, which reminds me, if you would like to know more, about what I'm working on, I've made a little something for you, and I'm going to share it with you right now.
Hi there. Do you like vampires, Greek myths, James Bond, indie comics, supporting indie comics, hardworking ladies overcoming a lifetime of obstacles and adversity to chase their lifelong dreams? Boy, do I have the work in progress for you. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Alexand. Join me on my chase and help me achieve the thing I have always been meant to do. Publish this comic book! Don't ask me for the name, I don't have one yet. But on my Patreon, you can discover the entire behind-the-scenes process of what I've been working on.
Okay, we're done. You can go sign up now. Thanks.
Okay. I expect to see the sign-up sheet filled now, because that was just professional perfectionism, right? That was amazing. You're just like good to go, right? Okay, guys. Anyway, that'll do. So anyway, let's yell good morning to the chat. Remember, members and supers get their good mornings first because it's only fair. Okay. So let's yell good morning, Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS, member of the channel since forever, my Red 5 brother. Good morning, Ensign Loki, member of the channel since forever, I believe. Good morning. Buenos dias, Fernando. Good morning, Somar. Good morning, Hunter. All right, let's see what these questions are. What's up? Got 2 questions for you. If you want to start posting posts when you on other streams to let subs know you live somewhere else too. Who's Big Barda? Friend. Allow me. Big Barda is the wife of Mr. Miracle. And she was one of Granny Goodness's Furies over on Apocalypse, and she's badass. I have a video on the channel called 5 Underrated DC Characters. Go check that out. Big Bart is on that list. Give you some insight on her. She's really awesome. I love me some Big Barda. She's pretty dope. Love the close-ups and more. Hunter, Dani, is it true what James Gunn say? He wants to direct more DCU projects than doing CEO and direct at the same time. I'm in on this. Honestly, everything I've heard is that and he's kind of alluded to the fact that he's just not very sustainable to run a studio and be a filmmaker at the same time. So I don't know. I don't really think so. But thank you for the questions. Thank you for the question. We were just talking about this last week that he'd put in an article that he didn't feel like it was very sustainable. So, all right, guys, let's dive into some headlines. What do you say? What do you say? All right, let's see what we got here. Joseph Malazzi, who is one of the producers, scratch my ear here, of the new Stargate series. Woo! I'm not reading all of that for you guys, but he says the writer's room starts today, January 12th. They're starting on it today in Los Angeles. Says it's hard to believe that some 15 years since, actually, I think he's a consultant on this. Consultant. Let me see, because I get confused as to what his role actually is on this project. Sorry, okay. Let's see. Baron Destructo. Love that name. Let's see. Huh. I just want to know what he's doing on it. He's very, very wordy. He's a writer. Very good. He is a story consultant. Thank you. That's very helpful. Thank you very much. Okay. Good morning, Big Time Objective. Great to see you. Okay. So the writer's room starts today. This time it'll be Stargate veteran Martin Garrow at the helm of the new series, presiding over a carefully curated, expertly chosen artisanal selection of script writers who will, over the course of the ensuing months, brainstorm, break stories, pitch ideas, and of course, eat rotisserie chicken, just like old times. Okay. I love Stargate. I love Stargate. Always have. Big fan. And I'd love to see more Stargate streaming out there. Is this supposed to be some sort of reboot? I believe he said it was not a reboot. Yeah, not a reboot. And with Martin Garrow at the helm and this guy, Joseph Malazzi, as a story consultant, I guess, to keep them on track. That gives me hope, it gives me a lot of hope. So fingers crossed that they don't completely go the poop bucket like they've been going with a lot of series that have come out lately. I hope we get some great stories. Oh, I didn't put you guys' comments on stage. I'm so sorry. I hope we get some great stories. I hope we get some original stories. That's something that is severely lacking on streaming and movies right now, is the complete and total lack of originality. They're so terrified to take a risk on something original that they completely fall back on nostalgia every single time. And that's not good for the art form. It's not good for people's jobs. It's not good for our brains. It's not good for our imagination. It teaches the wrong lesson. Backyard TARDIS, lieutenant in the Nerdling Army. Not a reboot, he says, but not a continuation of any of the previous shows. So in the same universe, but we are following a new team through the gate. That's wonderful news. I'm being serious about that. That's absolutely wonderful news. A new team, original stories. That's what I want to hear. Ensign Loki, let's hope they don't do what 99% of the other reboot legacy shows have done. Exactly. And that's what always scares me. But from what Backyard TARDIS is saying, this is a good sign that they're not. But also, let's hope that they're not taking that opportunity to change everything about it and to go ahead and answer or rebut my own statement. They have producers and writers from the previous series and story consultants from all the series working on this. So that tells me that they are, and these people love this IP. Absolutely love it. So that gives me a little bit of relief. Ease, I guess, is the thing. So Backyard TARDIS, bringing Brad White. Words are hard, children. Bringing Brad Wright on as story consultant is a good sign. Yes, I agree. Good morning, Penny. Dani, rocking grandbaby to sleep. Oh. Also, guys, I just want to say that our dear friend of the channel, Miss Caro, I thought of this because Penny and Caro were having a lovely conversation about crocheting yesterday on the channel Discord. And right now at the second, Caro is getting ready to go into surgery to hopefully remove her cancer. So if you guys could do me a big favor and lift her up in your prayers, however you do that, I would appreciate that. I know Caro would too. But Caro has very quickly become a very good friend of mine. She's an amazing editor. She's an amazing writer. She has her own books and comics, and she's fantastic at it. Definitely get your copies of Dirty Deeds. You can still pre-order those. You can pre-order those until the 30th, if I'm remembering correctly. So, but she's also been an incredible help and editor for my comic book. But she's a wonderful human being, first and foremost, a human being, period. And she's any minute now going in for surgery. And let's just lift her up in prayer and ask that, she gets a good looking after. Okay, guys? Wonderful human being. Love her to death. Really do. She's totally awesome, and I cannot wait to have her back on the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Penny. Backyard TARDIS. I would feel a little better if they brought Robert C. Cooper on as well, but I think he's too outspoken. Perhaps. I feel like Tabitha should be here. Tabitha should be here for this conversation. And DL. Where's DL? I hope he's okay. I need my DL. Oh, my ear itches. Okay. All right, guys. If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about this topic, about the writer's room starting today for the new Stargate series, drop it in the chat. Oops. You don't want to see that nonsense. Get out of here, nonsense. All right. I do love that gif. That's a good gif. Good morning, Maria. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. I'm just happy you're here. I'm just happy you're here. She still hasn't. She hates watching the last of series. She really does. Y'all, I did Film Junkie Friday. I was up way past my bedtime. And this dude tried to tell me that most TV shows have bad finales. I'm like, no, that's not true. I think I really enjoyed all the Stargate finales. Buffy, Angel had a good finale. I went down a list, man, but I'd say lately the finales for most shows have been kind of like garbage. But up until that point, I wouldn't say most TV shows have like totally crap finales. I wouldn't say that at all. And that's what I loved about our sweet Tabitha. She's precious. I love her. And I love Jason Momoa too. He was such a cute little cutie patootie when he was on Baywatch Hawaii when I lived out there. Good morning, Ubaldo. Buenos dias, sir. Okay. You know what? That's what my issue is. So, I now have like kind of a personal trainer situation, I guess. And I have been told I can't have coffee until like right about meow. I have to have hot tea, like herbal tea. So I'm like, I'm okay. I'm fine. This is, I think, day 3 of not having coffee as soon as I wake up. Welcome to the new me. A little slower. All right, guys. Moving on. Leave your questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Stargate Writers Room starting today. Oh, buddy, the Duffers are back. Oh, the Duffers do not interview well. Speaking of which, I'm working on getting a guest on the morning show that I think you guys might be pretty excited to see. So, not someone who was on Stranger Things, but someone who's very knowledgeable about Stranger Things and talks about Stranger Things all the time. And we have actually talked about her before. So I'm working it. We're trying to work out our schedules. So anyway, Netflix. Oh gosh, Duffers, just stop talking. Okay, listen to Dan and Dave from Game of Thrones. So the Duffer brothers say they went into production on the Stranger Things season 5 without a finished script for the finale. Come here, Duffers. We can tell. We know. We can totally tell. Stop doing that. When are we going to learn? It's not working out. It's not us, it's you. It's you. It's your work ethic. It sucks. Please stop doing that. It's just no. Stop going into production without a finished script. To me, that's like the dumbest thing you could possibly do. That's like not being prepared at all. Why would you go to work completely unprepared? If it was someone like super low level like me, I couldn't get away with that crap. Like if I was trying to get my script made into a movie or something like that, it would have to be finished. It would have to be finished. These studios would be looking at it like, where's the end? We want to know how it ends. Where's it at? They wouldn't give me money. They wouldn't do anything without a finished product. This does every single time You hear that sentence went into production without a finished script. We can tell it is total shitballs. It stinks horribly. Ensign Loki says allegedly that documentary shows a scene of them having Chat GPT in one of their browser tabs. Are you serious? I can't believe I was right. All of us. I can't believe all of it. I should rephrase that. I can't believe we were all right. I mean, it felt like acolyte dialogue. Is you know what Chat GPT is actually good for? Is when you don't have anyone else around and you need a name for something, like a person. And you're like, hey, what's a good ancient Greek name? But you have to check it because it will give you a name for like a Greek god, like a Greek god that these people would not have named their children. Like, ask me how I know. That's what it's good for. Like names, giving you a random name or something, not writing dialogue, not actually writing the script. That's woo woo woo. I love it. Am I the whole? Is it mine? Is mine the holy script? I love it. Go join the Patreon. I don't know why you haven't already, but if you go join the Patreon, you get to read what I'm working on. If you at least join at the $3 level, I believe you get to read it. So Patreon. They also said that, where is it at? Oh, here it is. While planning the final battle, one writer suggested there should be demogorgons, demodogs, or demo bats in the abyss, saying it would be crazy if they weren't there. The idea was ultimately scrapped due to demo fatigue. The what now? What? No, that's not what the fatigue is, duffers. That's not what we're fatigued of, by, what have you. We're tired of shitty finales that don't make any sense. We're tired of, you've got so much continuity errors in your final season and final finale that most of your fan base is convinced there is a whole other season or a whole other finale just waiting in the wings. You turned your fan base into Joyce Byers season 1. That's the fatigue. It would have made absolute sense for the demo dogs and demogorgons. There should have been demo bats everywhere. You should have had demo bats hanging out on those rocks, like with eggs and stuff. That would have been dope. But literally the only thing there on Planet X or whatever it was called, the Abyss, was the vagina monster. The mind flayer. The one thing Will truly is terrified of. Oh, Jeffers. I really think the only fatigue that truly existed in this scenario was the duffers were tired of Stranger Things. I feel like the Duffers were tired of Stranger Things and just wanted to move on and wanted to get it over with. And we're like, okay, we're done. Bye-bye. So, y'all tell me what you think, because that's kind of where I'm at. And Loki, the divorce of that one guy set him back. That's what I'm saying. Like, Ross gets divorced and the whole show goes to complete and utter crap. Like, you're telling me she was the only one doing any writing whatsoever on the series, and that Ross's divorce affected every other writer. You don't just have one or two writers for an entire series. That doesn't happen. You have multiple. And like I've said 1,000 times, you have people, you have at least a person who's in charge of the lore, of continuity. And you're telling me that affected that person as well? I'm sorry. I'm just too broken up. I'm just too broken up over Ross's divorce. I can't. Who cares about continuity? Ross got divorced. Who cares? Dumb. All right, guys. Questions, comments, emotional outbursts, leave it in the chat below. We're going to move on. I have thoughts and opinions about this. First of all, this is the cutest dog. He's just absolutely adorable. He's not as cute as my dog, but he is definitely a close second. I mean, look at that Plenum. Look at that Plenum. Look at that face. Maria, you almost had me fooled. I thought you were really crying for a minute. Acting. Thank you. When I was recording the Star Trek funeral, Dave interrupted me because he thought I was really crying. I was so mad. But then again, I don't think I could act. But thank you. This, oh my God, I just want to look at that Plenum. This snoot. I want to boop it. I want to boop that snoot. This is the cutest pup. His name is Indy, and he is the star of a horror film called Good Boy. I have seen it. It is a great film, but I think I can only really watch it once. It was just so sad. It was so sad. Good morning, Omari. Oh God, just so sad. So sad. Sorry, trying to clean things up down here. Oh, and I forgot to do something. But this pup was so amazing in this film. So amazing. And it was such a struggle for me because I have trouble watching anything with little kids or dogs, animals getting scared or sad. It's too much for me. I know it's a movie, but child actors and dogs, especially dogs don't know. They have no way of knowing that this really isn't real, but Indy has won the Golden Globe for Best Performance in a Horror or Thriller at the ASTRA Film Awards for Good Boy. And he beat out, who all did he beat out? Ethan Hawke. He beat out Sophie Turner. Let's see. Let me Google it. Because he beat out some great actors. 1 second. Never mind. Forgot to call my kid out of school. Okay. Let's see. I believe it's the SAG award. I believe. Okay. So it was Indy the dog, Ethan Hawke for Black Phone 2, Allison Brie for Together, Sally Hawkins for Bring Her Back, Sophie Thatcher for Companion, and Alfie Williams for 28 Years Later. And Indy the dog won. And a lot of people are really, really upset about this. Really upset that this precious, adorable, beautiful little pup won. Very upset that he won. Because they say it's insulting. They say it's insulting that Ethan Hawke or Sally Hawkins, mostly those two, mostly Sally Hawkins, Ethan Hawke was passed over for a dog. And I'm like, have you seen the film? This dog was incredible. Every time, his face was so expressive. Like, I was practically in tears, ready to like storm that set and punch people in the throat and take him home with me. Like, you will not be torturing this dog anymore for our entertainment. Like, this is not happening anymore. But they're trained, there are trainers, that train them to do these things. And he is the writer director's dog. So I think it's kind of cool. I think it's great. I think he deserved it. Though the dogs, the animals that like, have you seen Homeward Bound? Big part of my childhood, let me tell you. But they put in a lot of work, okay? They put in a lot of work, and this pup right here, he put it in. He put that work. He put it in. Hold on. This pup right here, he put it in. He put the work in, and it was him the entire time. I don't think you even see any other human face. Everything is from his perspective. So Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS says in a decade they will be getting passed over for an AI and will be wishing it was a dog that won. Fernando, Dani the Dog Avenger. Yeah. Maria, I used to have a crush on Ethan Hawke. See, that makes sense because if you young Ethan Hawke, mix him with Henry Cavill, and that's my brother. Okay. Does that make sense? Ensign Loki says there's no rule that says a dog can't win an award. Exactly. So suck my fat one. Congratulations, Indy the dog. You did an amazing job, and good boy. You are a very good boy. You are the goodest boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I hope you get all the treats. I hope you got a big old steak because you deserved it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're the goodest boy. Yes, you are. I'm going to pet you one day. I'm going to give you all the scruffy little pets. All right. Good morning, Ensign Deranged Lunatic. You are missed, sir. He has a Facebook page where all the thirsty trollops in Facebook land follow his every move. He is monetized on Facebook because he is handsome. Whatever. He's handsome, he's Italian, and that's about it. So, anywho, if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts, boop a snoot, leave it in the chat below. Congrats, Indy the pup. You are the cutest. Second cutest pup in the entire planet. Can't say world's cutest because. I'm going to show you because, but it takes a while. I have a starring good boy too. His name is Titus Livingston DePriest. He's been in many films. No one's given him any awards yet, but he will. Because he is the cutest pup in the entire world. He's even done a few Ewok films because, you know, he's there for the Ewok representation. Yeah. He's so cute. So that's the Totterton. I'm here for it. Your pet Nader's up there twice, I guess. All right, guys. Moving on. We're hearing that, and this is coming from production list, so take it with a grain of salt. You know how these things hardly ever get updated. Like Booster Gold is still sitting there like I'm just breezy. I'm breezy. Whatevers. But according to production list, which again, take it with a grain of salt. Ryan Coogler's Black Panther 3 reportedly begins filming in June. Denzel Washington joins the cast of the film, seemingly titled Shadows of Wakanda. There have been rumors for some time, and I believe that Denzel is playing Achebe. If he is playing Achebe, I am here for it. Denzel would be an incredible choice for Achebe. There's literally no one else who could play him. Achebe is Achebe. I can never quite say it right. I have a breakdown of Achebe, and I'm pretty sure I pronounce his name like 300 different ways. But I don't know who else he could possibly be. Seriously, go check out my breakdown of Achebe. He's nuts. He's like some kooky, crazy Bond villain, like the old school, crazy, cartoony ones. This needs to not be in my way. So, what do you guys think? Do any of you know who Achebe is? Tell me in the chat below. Omari, so This dog won an award before Crypto and Scooby-Doo. Has anyone checked on James Gunn? Goldfinger. Ensign Loki, is Black Panther actually going to be in this one? That is the question. I mean, as of right now, it's Shuri, like that brief moment in time in the comics when she was Black Panther. But another rumor is that there's going to be a time jump and his son, Junior, is going to be Black Panther. Omari, I'm surprised that Denzel would even do a comic book movie. He did Gladiator too, and that wasn't exactly world-class cinema. Maria, she was Black Panther for just 4 issues. Exactly. It's like for the brief moment in time that she was Black Panther. So they got to figure something out, right? They have to figure something out. Chadwick passed away. And what's the best plus most respectful way? What's a way that the audience is going to accept, that the cast is going to accept, that the writers want to do, that the studio is going to accept? I'm sure there's a lot of things they are juggling around to pull that off. But one of the rumors I'm hearing is that there's going to be this, time jump, and the son is taking on the mantle. Yes, absolutely. Where is it at? No one wants to talk Black Panther. That's fine. We'll skip past that. I had it saved here. Aha. Thank you, Omari. So Paramount is now suing Warner Brothers Discovery for details around the sale, plans a proxy fight as it escalates battle to derail the Netflix deal. Sorry, I don't even think I need my headphones on right now, and they are squishing my glasses into my ears and my hair and making everything itchy. Okay, so what's the deal, man? And then Trump, who is like steady, and I'm not getting into the politics stuff, but Trump is like, dude, shut up. It's just Trump seems way too interested in this Netflix Warner Brothers deal when there's, in my opinion, way more important shit going on for him to be concerned with than studio stuff. He really, really wants Paramount to buy Warner Brothers. And so now Paramount's like, we're suing you because you won't let us buy you. That feels so stupid to me. Like, that doesn't make sense. I guess I don't quite understand, like, how can you do that? How can you sue someone for not wanting to sell you their company? Like, that suit's got to get thrown out, right? That doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. Yeah, there's a bunch of titty babies. That's what we say in my house. You're being a titty baby. Okay, let's see what Deadline has to say. In a major escalation, David Ellison's Paramount said it intends to nominate directors for election at the Warner Brothers Discovery 2026 annual meeting to solicit against the approval of the Netflix transaction. It has also filed suit in Delaware Chancery Court seeking disclosure of basic information to enable Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders to make informed decision of whether or not to tender their shares. An advance notice window for Warner Brothers Discovery's 2026 annual meeting opens in 3 weeks. Warner Brothers, good grief, Danielle. Paramount said, and it plans to nominate a slate of directors who, in accordance with their fiduciary duties, will exercise WBD's right under the Netflix agreement to engage on Paramount's offer and enter into a transaction with Paramount. The company said in a letter to WBD shareholders outlining next steps after Warner's board rejected its all-cash offer of $30 per share multiple times in favor of a deal with the giant streamer. Paramount will also propose an amendment to Warner Brothers Discovery's bylaws to require WBD shareholder approval for any separation of global networks. If WBD calls a special meeting ahead of its annual meeting to vote on the Netflix agreement, Paramount will solicit proxies against such approval. As for the lawsuit, Parr said, it was filed this morning in Delaware to ask the court to simply direct WBD to provide disclosure about how it valued the global network's stub equity, how it valued the overall Netflix transaction, how the purchase price reduction for debt works in the Netflix transaction, or even what the basis is for its risk adjustment of our $30 per share all cash offer. Paramount is offering to buy all of Warner Brothers Discovery. A Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders require the information to make an informed decision as to whether to tender their shares. The tender offer was extended once and now expires on January 21st. Paramount has been chasing Warner Brothers Discovery pretty much since the closing of the Skydance merger last summer and made a trio of offers before Warner opened up the process to other bidders, ultimately inking a transaction with Netflix. The streamer's deal is for $27.75 in cash and some Netflix stock to buy Warner Brothers Discovery studio and streaming assets. WBD's linear television businesses, Discovery Global, will be spun off into a separate public company in the third quarter before the Netflix deal closes. Netflix and Paramount deals both require regulatory approval and could take 12 to 18 months to close. Warner Brothers Discovery has advised shareholders twice in the past weeks not to tender their shares to Paramount, insisted an agreement carries risks and uncertainties. It does not dispute the economics or regulatory prospects of one deal or the other. It cites a number of issues, however, including complexity and lack of transparency in the Paramount offer, which would see a much smaller company acquiring a much larger one. Paramount says it's addressed every Warner Brothers Discovery concern. Larry Ellison, one of the world's richest men, personally agreed to backstop the equity in Parr's latest offer to address Warner Brothers Discovery's concerns. Most recently, on January 8th, Paramount reaffirmed its $30 a share offer. Warner Brothers Discovery cites restrictions on its financing while a Parr deal is pending, which Paramount has denied. that could be injurious. It would be required to stop work on the Discovery Global spinoff that it says would put it in a worse position down the road if the Paramount transaction fails to close, if the Netflix deal falls apart. Because neither is a shoo-in, President Trump, who has said he will be involved in the decision, which I don't think he should be at all. This is an open market. This is capitalism. The leader of this country should not have any say in it whatsoever. Is a friend of Larry Ellison, go figure. But has also said he's a fan of Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos. He waffles, including a social media post last night seeking recourse to deal-related documents in Delaware Chancery Court isn't uncommon. A group of Paramount shareholders, for instance, last year sued for similar access to determine how Sherry Redstone's payout was calculated compared with that to other stockholders in Parr's sale to Skydance. There was a typo. At least one case still playing out. Proxy fights can be bitter, disruptive, and quite costly for both sides. In 2024, Disney beat down a proxy challenge by billionaire activist investor Nelson Peltz, whose Trian Partners ran two candidates for election to the Disney board, himself and former Mouse executive Jay Rasulo, to shake things up. Neither was elected. A proxy is the official notice to shareholders of proposals that will be voted on at the annual meeting. Filed annually with the SEC, the proxy include the election of directors, executive compensation, and changes to the company's bylaws. It can include proposals from dissident shareholders to change the company's governance structure. There are a lot of typos in this article, like a lot. Like, so basically, Paramount offered them a lot more money for the whole shebang. Netflix offered them less cash per share and less cash. They offered them shares. And Paramount's like, tell me why. They're calling bullshit. Yeah. Facts. They're supposed to have copy editors, so I'm going to sue you because you don't take my money. Let's see. Backyard TARDIS. It is a big concern about them being a smaller business. Discovery Media really took a hit buying Warner and AT&T, blamed Warner for their dropping from to cell service provider. Okay. I'm going to be real with you. It's a lot that I don't fully understand. And to me, it looks like that Paramount actually did make the better cash deal, right? And something does smell kind of fishy. Something does smell fishy. And when Netflix does, because right now they are the wieners, they are the ones who got Warner Brothers. Netflix has already said you get two weeks in theater. That's it. It will kill the cinema experience. I mean, it's kind of like Loki said already. You're going from a slow death to a faster death. So, I mean, out of the two choices, I would definitely prefer Paramount. But I'm just being completely honest. I don't understand this stuff. I don't understand it. So Backyard TARDIS, Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS says, I think they think Netflix will make their shares go up in the long run. Probably. But again, not stuff I really understand. But let's get on to our main topic for the day. Oh, real quick, actually. Good morning, Films and Fiction, aka Sonia, aka Dom. 17 days, he says, in theaters, so 3 weekends. Universal does the same with films, and it's lame, and it sucks, and I hate it. So, I hate it. I hate it. So this week, we have a couple of shows coming out. Premiering on the 18th is a show I am really looking forward to. It is A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the third series to come out in the Song of Ice and Fire universe from George R.R. Martin. We're probably never getting another book again, so shows are what we got, folks. It looks great. I've read the book. It's a good book. I'm gonna be honest, I've read a lot of, that was a period I was just like reading books in a day, so I don't remember a whole lot about it. I should reread it. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Westerosis is posting a lot about it. Ooh. Everything looks really good. It's about, so this is Duncan the Tall. He's a knight, a hedge knight, and he is an ancestor of Brienne of Tarth. There's Egg, his squire, called Egg because he bald, like Cam. Love you, Cam. Looks good. The trailer was good. I'm looking forward to it. I love House of the Dragon. Love Game of Thrones. As far as I'm concerned, Game of Thrones ended with a 3-season 8. So season 8, episode 3 is when that ended. So it's a half-an-hour show. Why'd you have to go and ruin my day like that? You just ruined my day. So I was really looking forward to it until Amari ruined my day. So that comes out on the 18th. And then, of course, the other thing that, we discovered is following me is Starfleet Academy. Starfleet Academy comes out on the 17th. And I will review it. So there's that. I'll review Starfleet Academy. If you're looking forward to it, if you really enjoy it, that's great. I'm not going to tell you not to. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Just as long as you don't sit there and tell me I'm wrong for disliking it or that I shouldn't dislike it, because that's wrong of you as well. So Industry is the 9 p.m. Well, then them in their holes. I need my Game of Thrones fix. True story. All right, guys. Moving on. Let's talk about this Sebastian Stan stuff, because it's kind of getting on my nerves. So last Tuesday, I think it was, last Tuesday, don't review Star Trek Station 90210. It should get no press. Should I Grace Randolph it? just watch half of it and then review it anyway. That dumb. So this is what I'm talking about. And actually, here's what I'm going to do first. Well, I'm going to do a couple things. So last Tuesday, Hollywood Reporter posted an article that Sebastian Stan was in talks for a role in the Batman 2. That was it. Then a few days after that, I believe it was Friday, they posted Hollywood Heat newsletter. And in the Hollywood Heat newsletter, they posted, it said like, meet Harvey Dent, Sebastian Stan joins the cast of the Batman 2. And the word joins was hyperlinked to an article that they were citing as source. You click on that and it takes you to the article they'd already put out. People jumped on this, and I mean jumped on it. It turned into this. Confirmed. Everyone calling it confirmed. We've not heard from Matt Reeves. We've not heard from Sebastian Stan. We've not heard from Mattson Tomlin. We've not heard from anyone who works on the film. So I'm going to show you my proof. Like this is what happens when you click on the announcement, the official announcement. And some little weirdo online tried to tell me, usually the studios don't make the announcements. I swear to God, this dude said to me, usually it's a scooper that leaks an official announcement. And what I wanted to say was, do you hear yourself when you talk? That has never happened. It's always the studio. They do it through a major media outlet, yes. But a scooper has never officially announced anything in the history of anything. Like, that's never. So here's my proof that it's still not official. Wait, you guys can't hear it, can you? I'm going to do it up here. Let's do this, because for some reason Firefox doesn't allow for that. So we're going to do this way. And I apologize. The audio may not be amazing on it because I used my lavalier mic. Okay, so let's see. Professional streamer. Yeah. Spreading across the internet like nerdy wildfire is the story of Sebastian Stan being confirmed in the role of Harvey Dent in the Batman. Oh, Senator. It is not confirmed. If you look at this article here, it's a newsletter from the Hollywood Reporter, and the source is this article from the Hollywood Reporter from January 6th, where it simply states the Batman Part 2 eyes Sebastian Stan. And if you read further into the article, it flat out tells you that he is simply in talks for a role. It doesn't state what the role is or if anything has been confirmed yet, which nothing has. So folks, what have we learned today? We've learned, please click links and read them before you get all excited and start sharing them. And that goes for everyone. Read
before you squee.
Read before you squee. So there you have it. Nothing has been confirmed. Nothing. See, again, there it is. Meet Harvey Dent, Sebastian Stan joining Batman Part 2. You click on this here, and it takes you directly to the same article, January 6th, 9:30 a.m. in talks. Like, in talks. We still have yet to hear from Matt Reeves, who last time posted a GIF of Scarlett Johansson. That was his confirmation. We haven't heard anything. And yet, frickin' Eric Voss and New Rockstars went live Friday night, did a live stream. He was like, oh my God, this is incredible. It's officially confirmed. And I'm in the chat going, no, it's not. It's just been officially announced. No, it hasn't. The Hollywood Reporter has just announced. No, they didn't. No one has really announced anything. I don't understand it. Films and fiction. I saw you trying to spread facts on the internet. Nobody listens. They entirely take advantage of the fact that people do not click things and read. But of course, my little thing, like my 60-second proof, has got like 80 views. But anyone else going, oh my God, is like 20,567 views. See, Omari, nothing is set in stone until Matt Reeves picks the worst, most low quality GIF ever. Exactly. Nothing is set in stone yet. I'm not saying he's not going to be in the movie. I'm not saying he's not Harvey Dent. I'm saying nothing is official. Nothing has been officially announced yet. Anything could happen between now and then. There is a very big chance that tomorrow, this afternoon, 5 minutes from now, probably immediately after I end this stream, there could very well be an article announcement, a post saying, yeah, those talks fell through. We couldn't come to an agreement. I guarantee you that the person who posted that newsletter, that Hollywood Heat, where it said beat Harvey Dent, was someone from either side. It was either someone from the DCU trying to force Sebastian Stan's team into accepting their offer, or someone from Sebastian Stan's team getting that person to post it to get the DCU team to cough up the amount of money that Sebastian Stan was asking for. Get all these, because now, I mean, everyone's like, it's real, it's official, it's real. I mean, they do stuff like that. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I'm sitting there like putting on my jammies, getting ready for the evening, and my whole internet is going crazy on my phone. Eric Voss is like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, this is just incredible. This is historic. And I'm like, you're an idiot. You are a part of the problem right now because nothing is official. We have no official statements from anyone who actually matters in this situation. You have a blurb from a newsletter from the Hollywood Reporter that cites its source as itself that clearly says he might be joining the cast. Rationality has completely left the building. Completely left the building. And then you have women like Grace Randolph posting reviews on movies she hasn't watched. I want to make something very clear. If you get a free ticket to a movie to review it, and you are so disgusted that you walk out, that's perfectly fine. You don't want to finish watching a movie, you do not have to finish watching a movie. No one is twisting your arm, threatening to arrest you. You do not have to finish watching a movie, okay? But I want that to be extremely clear. However, don't post a fucking review. You cannot review a film you have not seen. If you have not watched a movie start to finish, you haven't seen it. Therefore, ergo, you cannot give a fully informed, educated review, which is what people are paying you to do. It's what people are supposed to be trusting you for. They're trusting your word that you went and saw this, and they're basing your interpretation off of that. So now we have people who are reviewing movies that they don't see, telling people that people are in movies that have not been confirmed by anyone who works on the movie. The industry is in freaking flames, guys. Absolute flames. Not just Hollywood, but mine. Look at this. Is this not this is a clown show? This is an absolute clown show. And Maria, don't get me started on Oscars. Louis B. Mayer totally invented the Oscars to control actors, to give them something to do so they wouldn't go on strike, so they wouldn't ask for more money, so they wouldn't ask for better working conditions, so they would leave him alone. That's what the Oscars are. They were never real. They were a total joke from the start. They were just something to keep people out of his hair. They do not matter. They don't matter. They don't matter. And do you realize I have to have serious numbers to be accepted on Rotten Tomatoes as a legit critic on Rotten Tomatoes? Grace Randolph is, and she doesn't even actually watch the movies she reviews. Dumb bitch. But dude, she's got people that follow her and her obnoxious voice and her shit takes all day, every day. And I'm like, please, sir, I need 100 more hours. That, by the way, 100 more hours for full monetization and the giveaway. 100 more hours. Keep the playlists going. But yeah, please, sir, might I have another 100 more hours for final monetization, please, sir? So I guess what I'm saying is, joining me for my live streams is great. I love our discussions. Reading my reviews is wonderful. Thank you for that. When I remember to do them. All that stuff, absolutely awesome. But I cannot stress enough. Find out for yourself. Watch things for yourself. Click and read things for yourself. Think for yourself. Discover for yourself. Do not let anyone else tell you what to think, feel, like, dislike. Period. End of discussion. Don't do that. You think for yourself. You have a brain. Use it. Be an individual. Don't let anyone else tell you what to think or do. Period. And this nonsense with the Sebastian Stan is officially confirmed. I will not report that until it actually is officially confirmed. It is not officially confirmed until I see or hear it from Matt Reeves, Mattson Tomlin, Sebastian Stan, or the studio. You know, common sense, logical shit. Not some blurb that cites itself as the source that simply says, oh, he might be. Let's use some common sense. Mari, you should invite Grace Randolph onto the stream. You two would get along. I'll invite her on the stream. Come on, Grace. Grace Randolph, come on my stream. I got questions. Grace. Come on over to Comics and let's hang out. I've got questions. Yeah, exactly. Jennifer Holland's husband, the studio. Yeah. And I'm out of water. I'm a little dehydrated because the weather is very dry. I haven't had any coffee because I'm not allowed to. It sucks. But just to remind you guys, if you like the content I'm putting out there, do me a huge solid. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. Ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more of nerdy, complaining, emotional outbursts. Share it. Sharing is caring. Leave me some comments, some constructive criticism. Please leave all comments about my giant forehead or ass in the garbage where it belongs, because I could give two shits. Thank you. That lets our algorithm overlords know that you like me and you think other people would like me too. And I'll start showing up more and more and more. If you would like to help support the channel in other ways, that's so awesome. Thank you. The best ways to do that are you can join the channel as a member. We got a bunch of perks for you. You can, but you get early access to video drops. You get extra content, additional content, exclusive content that you can't get anywhere else. You get your own community, your own Discord. You get, my mind is just like, I'm still like, we should invite Grace Randolph onto the show. So you get your own emojis, exclusive access to early drops, exclusive content, your own Discord, and sometimes I have some polls and stuff up. Oh, and you get to you get to pick like what I'm breaking down and everything. So if you have a request, like something I want to break down, you go to the top of the line. So that's for you, for my channel members. And it's an army, right? So you get a rank. I will address you by your rank. That's right. Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. It's fun we have. And I owe Backyard TARDIS a Stargate clip. I'm going to try and do that today. I didn't get to do it this weekend. That's one of those things that I forgot. It's one of those things that I forgot. Another way that you can support the channel is by super chats. Not only are they super appreciated and it's a transactional love, I will return the favor by showing a funny little clip for you, but it gets you preferential treatment. Your super chats show up on my end in like big bright colors, so I can't miss it. You know, when the stream's going, they all kind of just like keep going and they blur into one another, so I don't catch everything. But super chats show up in big bright letters, so I can't like, not just big bright letters, but a big bright box, like big bright color, so I can't miss it. It's like bam there. And so that way I see you and you get preferential treatment. I definitely get to your comment. I throw it up there for all to see. You get your fun little clip and you get the joy of helping keeping the lights on literally here at this awesome channel. Because again, not fully monetized. We're 100 hours away. Come on. 100 hours away. But yeah, super chats, super thanks, super appreciated. I'll give you a clip in exchange. There's also Cash App. You can Cash App me at DanielleSoncasie, the $ DanielleSoncasie. And again, proceeds go to me paying my internet, my StreamYard, my Adobe, all that stuff. And, you know, paying for my time, because this is like a 7 days a week, 16-hour a day job. So there's that. And also we have a merch store, comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Hundreds of designs created by yours truly, inspired by all your nerdy loves and favorites on any product you can possibly imagine. So go check out comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com today. And of course, I'm writing a comic book. I'm an indie comic creator and I am writing a comic book. Do you like James Bond? Do you like vampires? Do you like Greek myths? Yeah. Do you like hardworking ladies that have gotten through some shit and have been working really hard to chase their dreams? Because that's me. And that's what I'm doing now. And it's really cool. So I'm working really hard and trying to get this funded. I got to pay some artists. That's how it works these days. I got to pay artists. I got to pay to get it printed. I got to prove that this thing has legs, more legs than I do. Well, that was funny. I got to prove that this thing has more legs than I do. So I got to get it funded. And right now, the only way to get it funded is to get more people to join the Patreon. Over at the Patreon, there are 4 different tiers, starting as little as $3 a month. And each tier gives you different access to the behind the scenes process of my comic book journey. I just posted a new thing last night. I'm in, let's see, I think round 4 of rewrites while working on the script for book 2. Yeah, it's really cool. Like I post all kinds of stuff, everything that I'm working on. I've actually got a post up right now wanting you guys to workshop names for the actual comic book. So join the Patreon, join me on my comic book journey, help support indie creators. What a time to be alive. Yeah. So patreon.com/comics. And I got some affiliate links out there. Also, I'm going to update the website. I have apparently someone who's going to work on my website now, and that's really cool. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Polly. You are a scholar and a gentleman. But I have a website, comics-and.com. Lots of stuff on there, cool stuff. My reviews, because I stay for the whole movie and TV show. So my reviews, my special effects and makeup, looks, all that stuff, information about myself, information about the channel, all my links there at comics-and.com. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to love more of what the Red 5 family has to offer you. So go to red5.bio.link today to discover more of your Red 5 family of podcasts. Okay, I'm going to check in with the chat. Hey, we got a $1.99 super sticker from I Can See Uranus. God love you. I love that name. Pick whatever clip I want. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go with my favorite.
Dani, what is best in life?
To crush the rumors, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the nerds.
It's all rumor until something comes from the studio or someone working on the film, which is basically also the studio. So there you have it. There you have it. Oh, Backyard TARDIS, $2 sticker. Thank you so much, sir. What clip do you want? What clip do you want? What do you want? It insists upon itself clip. Okay.
What didn't you like about it?
It insists upon itself, Lois.
What?
It insists upon itself.
What does that even mean?
It takes forever getting in, and you spend like 6.5 hours, and then, I can't even get through. I can't even finish the movie. I've never even seen the ending.
You've never seen the ending?
Yay! All right, guys. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for the supers. I super appreciate you guys are the absolute best. I gotta go find a Star Trek or Stargate. I gotta find a Stargate clip for my man Backyard TARDIS over there. I gotta work on some Lobo stuff, and I gotta work on some website stuff. I got a busy day, man. Every day is so busy, but I love it, and I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day. I'll be back tomorrow with more of this nerdy nonsense, and remember, keep your eyes peeled, because I heard
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you.